Hey guys, Forrest from Thrust Institute, and today we are talking about vacuum pumps. Today we're going to take a look at one of the most overlooked parts on an aircraft. This right here is the vacuum pump. The vacuum pump is an air pump which moves air in order to be able to power some of our instrumentation. Instruments like our artificial horizon and our directional gyro, which on older aircraft help orientate ourselves when flying in the clouds. The vacuum pump functions by taking rotational energy from the aircraft's engine and using it to spin a series of carbon vanes which move air from one side of the system to the other. Let's go ahead and tear this down. We're going to start by opening up the vacuum pump by taking off the back housing. And we're going to see what exactly this little pump is doing inside. Typically in the field you would not open one of these up, but show our viewers what's going on inside. We're going to take that risk for you. With screws removed from the back, we can go ahead and remove the housing. And on the inside of this vacuum pump, we find a large rotor with several vanes that are capable of moving around. These vanes are made of carbon. That's right, the same carbon that you and I are made of. As this vane rotates around, it takes air from one side and forces it out the other. This leaves us with a vacuum on one end of the pump and a pressure on the other. Inside of the pump, we have a smooth housing that the carbon vanes ride on. These carbon vanes are the most critical part of the system. Just like any other carbon, they're resilient, however, they can fall apart at times. This right here is the most common fault in a vacuum pump. One of these vanes will break and jam the pump up. On the other end of the vacuum pump, it is driven by the motor by a little plastic gear. And the reason we use a little plastic gear with these pins is if we had a failure of one of the carbon brushes, we want the engine to continue running and this coupling will shear, ensuring the engine stays running, however it will stop the vacuum pump. As the pump rotates, the vanes extend out from the center rotor against the sidewalls of the vacuum pump. This action is what produces the airflow through the unit. The importance of the vacuum pump cannot be overstated. It provides the air pressure to make our artificial horizon and directional gyro work. The pilots use these instruments in instrument meteorological conditions to be able to orient themselves. What way are they facing? Are they in a climb? Are they in a turn? Or are they in a descent? In the modern era, these instruments are starting to fall from popularity. Here at Thrust Flight, our fleet of Piper Archers is equipped with an electronic version of this instrumentation. Our little Pipers don't even require the little vacuum pump anymore because everything now is electronic. And with electronics comes increased reliability and safety. This instrument here is called the artificial horizon. What it does is translate pitch and roll data to the pilot, so when he can't see outside, he can see which way is up. The way this instrument works is inside there is a large flyweight that is powered by the vacuum pressure produced by the vacuum pump, and it starts spinning at a very high speed. Through gyroscopic force, it is able to maintain rigidity in space, and we use that rigidity in space through a series of levers to move the face of the instrument, indicating the aircraft's position. At the end of the day, these instruments are starting to fade from popularity, however, are prevalent in the majority of general aviation aircraft. As technology progresses, we're going to see more and more aircraft that these come out of. As a matter of fact, the instruments you're looking at right here are out of our Cessna 152 that our students have been overhauling and restoring, and we're in the process of installing modern electronic avionics. Till next time, guys, I'm Forrest. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like what you see here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Feel free to put in the comments below what you would like to see from us in the future. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks, guys.